Hey everyone, so starting off with my quote page, which I really like to do at the start of every month. I just used this brown paper, and then I also used my Tombow pen to write intelligence on it, and then just glued that just to create some kind of texture to the page. I also used a fine liner to write some of the words, and I also used a pencil just to make sure I wasn't going to mess it up and make sure it was all evenly spaced and stuff. So yeah, it says, "Intelligence without ambition is a bird without wings," and it's a quote by Salvador Dali, and I just think it's really inspiring for this month, especially because I'm trying to do my A-levels and remember why I'm actually doing them. So it's a good inspiration for that. And then moving on to the next page, I decided to kind of create like a theme of natural versus man-made lighting. So I'm just making a small overview of the month using fine liners, and then I did these watercolours. So for April, it is a moon for my title page, and then I'm using Scribblicious gel pen just to outline that and also create some detail around the moon. And I actually really like how this ended up. I was a bit worried about this month because I really didn't have many ideas, but it all ended up fine. And then I am creating the monthly page, and I decided to do a lot bigger boxes this time. So I think they are 10 by 7, if I recall rightly, using the Leuchtturm 1917 bullet journal. So I decided to do the boxes a lot bigger because in last month's I did them smaller and I couldn't really think of anything to put around the edge of the page, so I decided it would just be better if I had more room to write on the actual days. On this section at the top where I had quite a few boxes spare, I decided to use some washi tape to just make it look a little bit less plain. So I used silver washi tape and then a sticker from Pop Sticks. So if you watched my last video, you'll know that they sent me some really cool stickers, so definitely check that video out if you haven't seen it already. And then I'm just writing April with my Tombow pen again. And then I decided to create some kind of like light bulb design. So I used a fine liner just to create the string, and then I used a fine liner and also some Crayola Super Tips to do the details in the centre. So as you can see, I'm just drawing the outlines here, and yeah, I really like how these ended up. They're quite easy to draw, you can just pretty much copy what I'm doing. I also used a gold gel pen just to create a little bit more detail, and that is my month of April. The last thing I'm doing is just putting this little YouTube sticker at the bottom, growth tracker. And yeah, so now moving on to my mood tracker. I decided to do something a little bit different this month, and I'm not actually sure how I'm going to use this, but after writing mood tracker with my Tombow pen, and I did do a design earlier but I really did not like it, so I decided to just cover it up with some brown paper. I'm also outlining it with a fine liner, and then I'm just creating all these different shapes in the centre to almost make a smashed light bulb effect. Yeah, I really enjoy how this turned out at the end. I also just did a few little dots around, and then I'm just writing down each day of the week. I think I'll probably end up doing like lines coming off, and then if I've had a really good day I'll do a longer line. Now I'm carrying on using the brown paper and just doing this for my expenses. Just doing this quite basically really, because I feel as though this just really works for me, doing it really simply. So the date, the description, and if it adds or takes away from my money. And now, as you can see, I didn't actually do a habit tracker, so I wanted to have a page of habit tracker and I wasn't sure what to do on the opposite page, so I decided to do a brain dump. I've seen a lot of YouTubers and bullet journalers do this, so yeah, that is what I did there, and just using all the supplies that I've already talked about. For my habit tracker, I gave myself a whole page to do this, even though I didn't fill up the whole page, and then I'm just writing down the 10 different things I want to make sure I do every single day this month. So waking up early, reading, keeping my room tidy, doing a little bit of exercise, gratitude, spending time with my family, and making sure I journal every day. So finally, I'm going to create one weekly page for you guys. So to start off with, I'm just doing a little section at the top for events, and then I'm going to do the next block underneath for work, like college work. So I find this works really well for me at the moment. Obviously when I finish college I'll have to think of a different way of setting up my weeklies, but at the moment this just really works well for my schedule. So using my Tombow just to write the days of the week at the top. I accidentally did a line on the jobs column. Instead I'm just creating a little title here so it doesn't look too weird, and then just writing April at the top, and that's pretty much it for this weekly. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up and comment down below which videos you'd like to see from me. I'm really excited to finish exams and then I can start dedicating a lot more time to YouTube, as it is difficult with all of the things I'm doing. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!